Hi everyone, and welcome to an SMB Solutions Cloud Services tutorial video. Today we are going to run through the ZAIP Partner Portal, including the initial login and a run through of the different tools and functionalities available in the dashboard. When your Partner Portal account has been created, an email asking you to set your password will be sent through to your account. So you can see that on the screen here. In the first instance, you'll need to set your password. I've already done this, so we're just going to go straight to the login here, where you can see my username and my password's already there. And I've already set up my two-factor authentication as well. Now this can be set up through Duo Security app or through the Google Authenticator app, whichever you prefer. I've already got this computer saved as a trusted computer, so it's taken me straight through to the dashboard. Now the first things we're going to go through is these different colored boxes at the tops here. The first box we're going to click into is the offerings. The offerings show the template of rules based on whether your customer is operating in a single or multi-tenanted environment. So you can see here for this reseller, they've got one customer in the multi-tenant environment and 0 customers in a single tenant environment. And we're going to go back through to home now. The next section is the customers. Now, the list of customers include both active and inactive customers. You can see here there's a little active symbol next to this customer that we have available here, ZAIP Customer Demo. We can take some actions here like editing the customer and viewing the customer accounts, but we're just going to go back to home in this demonstration today. And the final box is the subscriptions. So the subscription number can be different to your customer number because the customer number is both active and inactive customers, whereas the subscriptions is only active subscriptions. So let's go ahead and click into this active subscription so we can start making some actions. So over here on the left-hand side, we have a list of functionalities available to use. Now, some of these we're not going to go into today because we're going to be running through them in separate videos, such as the tenant management video and the ZAIP remote connector video. This first tool available is Open Support User Connection. We're going to continue through here. So this is opening a PSU, which you should be quite familiar with. So I'm just going to give you an example of how this actually works. We're going to add a user, which today we're just going to use ourselves as the example. And we're going to continue through. Great, we can see that the customer, the subscription, and what we want the PSU for. We'll click Update PSU Connections, and we'll wait for this task to process through. Now you can click OK and let this task run in the background while you continue to do other tasks. But for today, we're going to wait for this to complete. Now the PSU connection is opened. Great. So continuing down our list of tools and functionalities, creating a tenant, importing a tenant, edit SAP tenants, import SAP tenant from share, upload new license file. These will all be shown in the tenant management video. The Resize SAP Prod subscription is a functionality that's controlled by SMB Solutions, and this demonstration would look different to what your active customers would look like. This final tool here, Sync SAP Prod with Portal, is if you want to sync any actions that you've made in the CCC to ZAIP before the 24-hour period. So the CCC and the ZAIP portal are syncing every 24 hours. If you make any changes in the CCC that you'd like to shoot through to ZAIP, rather than making changes in ZAIP that you'd like to shoot through to the CCC, this is the button that you click. If it's something that's not urgent and you don't need it till the next day, you don't need to click this. Moving down the functionality here, The final section is Manage SAP Users. So this is how we manage our users inside this subscription here. We go ahead and click the little pencil button here. This is how we can update their licenses, update their add-ons, reset their password, force a logout, or delete the user altogether. So today, just to show you an example of what changing their license would look like, I'm just going to change them from a professional license to a logistics license. So if I click on the professional license, that removes it from the list of functionalities this user has. And I'm going to go ahead and click on logistics. Now, once I click submit, that isn't job done. You need to click start process because as I mentioned before, things in the ZAIP portal need to be pushed through to the CCC, just like things in the CCC need to be pushed through back to ZAIP. So if I click start process, that's going to start that process of actioning that license change for me. As I mentioned before, we can click OK and let this task run in the background. But for this instance, we're going to wait for it to process through. It's worth mentioning here as well that you can actually process through multiple tasks at the same time. So if you make multiple license changes and then push them through all at the same time, this process will take a little bit longer, but it means that all of those tasks are happening at the same time. Great, and now the task is completed. So that is a brief run through of the ZAIP Partner Portal as well as some of the functionalities available. Please tune in to watch the tenant management video as well as the ZAIP Remote Connector video. Thank you for watching.